Привет, it's Joana Swan. Welcome to vlogmas 17, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I don't celebrate Christmas. Welcome everyone. I hope you're comfy. I don't know where you are, in your couch, in your bed, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing this subject because yesterday I did a shorts about Christmas. I was shooting outside, it was a bit windy, and I was in front of a Christmas tree and I was explaining why I don't do anything for Christmas. So I have a question, it's like, why you don't do anything for Christmas? Are you going to do a video about it? So here I am. So I just want to cover about my childhood a little bit and my teenage year and the beginning of my adult life. That will lead to the conclusion of why today I don't celebrate Christmas anymore because I used to. I wanted to show you before a short video of where I was filming, but during the daytimes, and how Christmas it is. I don't even know if it's a word, like, or I just made one up.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child.
I hope you like this short clip. It's in my city, just in front of the church, and I love what they do with the decoration. And so it's like I'm going to the North Pole. I think it's very cute with the kids. You don't see it opening because they have like a, we call in French, a carousel, and kids can play and have some good times. And with the pandemic, I think it was a very nice idea to keep that Christmas feeling. But like you're gonna say, listen to Joanna. She said that she doesn't do Christmas. She doesn't have a Christmas tree. She has nothing, and she's talking about Christmas like she's enjoying it with the Christmas songs and Christmas decoration. So you need to go back to my childhood, and I used to live in the suburb, and my parents used to go to Paris, and in Paris, the near Galerie Lafayette, they had this wonderful decoration that I used to go every year, and I was dying for. But in that video, I also mentioned that I have a cat. And having a cat, I'm talking about the shorts video. But because the short clip I just gave it to you has no sound pretty much. So in that video, I mentioned that I have a cat, and I want to show you what it's like to have a cat when you have a Christmas tree. This is the who that I don't want to have at home. Like, it's crazy. I love my baby cat. He's actually making a lot of noise right now, and he's just playing around. And I'm like, I don't want that crazy one destroying a Christmas tree. Actually, a Christmas tree could be very, very expensive. And if you started from scratch, having to buy the decoration all over again and the tree, it might cost a lot of money. But if you've been having Christmas for years and just need to have a couple of Christmas decoration, you just get a tree. It's very cheap. Or if you have like a fake Christmas tree, like a fake tree pretty much, and you just need to put in your storage room and take it out when it's Christmas time. So this is not something that I can do because I have nothing to start as well, and I don't want to buy everything just to have it destroyed by my cat. So the subject of today are the Christmas tree decoration, first of all, and that will lead you to why I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. So this picture, you might have seen it in a magazine. It's one of the best picture ever of a Christmas tree. So I don't know how much will cost to have such a tree at home because it's the biggest tree ever and all the decoration. But Galerie Lafayette is a store mall pretty much that have only luxury boutique. So if I think they can afford that, no problems. And just to show you my childhood memories, the places I used to go, my parents are there because outside, in the windows, they have so many cute and nice decoration. So I wanted to show you, and I think it's best if I show you with a video instead of telling you the story because you really have to see how beautiful it is, and you have to get through the eyes of a child to feel amazed. And they have a lit like they made it so well that they have a little stage so that the kids can go there and have a really nice view. And still, as adult woman, I go there to check out what they're doing. So let me. This is from their website, and I took out the sound for copyright reason. So this is Gallery Lafayette, and then you see outside all the lighting. I really love it. Look how cute it is. All this animation on every windows. It's a different story, different themes. So it's like very cool to watch because you moving from one windows to another windows, and you absolutely don't know what you're gonna get. This is so cute and adorable. Like I can't wait to go back there and check this out. This is too cute. So yeah, this is the end of the of the short video. So right now I'm done showing you different videos, and I want to go deep into my story about why I don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm going to do that with some picture. And so you already know this one. This is the Gallery Lafayette Christmas tree I showed you earlier. And let me tell you a little bit about what used to be done when I was a kid. I'm French, but my parents are from Haiti. I was born and raised in Paris, and I moved to US when I was 17. I lived there for 8 years and come back to France. And I was dying to come back because moving to US was not my choice, was a family choice. So my parents sent me first because of school, and then they come back. They no, may not come back. They they are decide to move to US. So I was not alone with my little brother. And when the entire family was reunited and stuff like that, I just took off to Paris when I had my degree. So we in the Caribbean we have a different tradition. Like in New Year's, we have the New Year's soup. This is very common. So we go to a different family to have it. That's why we have a bowl. This is how the tables is set up. And there's a lot of food. We do love to eat, so bear with us with the eating part. And it's always nice because the tables are usually always very nicely dressed, and you cannot just go there and sit down. If you're a man, this is what you can do, but if you're a woman, you have a little bit of work to do. So this is the soup, how it looked like. I always have a tiny bit of soup. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's good, but I like my soup fluid, like no pieces there. I like to drink it, pretty much. So this is how I love my soup, but that's not how everyone like it. So, like I said, preparation is a key. So, a lot of foods on the table, and of course, we have leftover that we can bring it home. And this is how things are done. So, this is different. Now we are into the Christmas family time dinner, and it's a table always nicely set, as always, and use a lot of cases where we take out the best of the plate, of the silverwares and stuff like that. It's like we want to have a great time. We usually don't go out for restaurants, stuff like that. We're usually stay at home. So this is what I did because you have to know when I'm in the US, in most of the country, I don't eat meat. And some country, like I'm vegetarian slash vegan. Some country, I just don't eat the meat, but eat the fish. So it depends what it is. And in the US, I stopped eating meat since 2008. And I only have organic food or local food pretty much. So I have to put everyone on board when it comes to Christmas time. And this is where Christmas started to be a little bit annoyed because I was having a lot of negative feedback because most of Haitian meals have meat. Like being vegetarian is not something that we do, and I tend not to be able to eat much food unless some of my family member made some effort for it. And they like, I don't eat meat. They're like, so you eat chicken? I'm like, no, chicken is meat. And the reason I don't eat meat is because I watch a video called Meet Your Meat and with a pita. And I saw how the meat was treated. It was treated in the US. And I was like, I don't feel like having it anymore. So to me, it was like, no more, no more meat. So I do my own thing. So it's only vegetable based. It's of course I have some salmon, so I have some fish, and I took it usually from Sweden, Norway, and is imported. And I go to All Food to get all of my super sweet stuff. And the cheese is French and imported as well, thanks to Whole Food. I love it. At that time, I was living in Miami, so I bought everything in Miami and moved near Cocoa Beach. That's where my parents stay in a city that is very boring. That the end of the city is called boring, pretty much. Let me give you the word. It's the name of the city is called Melbourne. We would call it Melbourne. So they live over there. So this is me driving to go celebrate Christmas time over there. And it's like 4 hours of driving. Technically, I usually do less because I drive, kind of fast. It depends how fast we are driving, but be careful on the road. And so we're having those great Christmas family times. Lots of women's always that make it perfect because that's the person that cook. And I really like this picture because we can see how tall everyone is and is all aligned. So I think it's pretty cute to see. So I used to do Christmas and have a great times. I don't have all bad memory about Christmas. I do have some good and not so good memories. So it was a big family thing. And this is me and my little brother. And I remember this is a gift from me to the house pretty much. And I was very, very upset because I bought it. And this is where Christmas started to be annoying for me because I used to do so much. I go all over the board, think about every little detail, make sure everything is perfect. You have to know that I'm an executive assistant. So organization is what I do on a daily basis. So I bought the TV and wanted to wrap it and everything, but I could not pick it up. So I asked my dad to pick it up, and he started wanting to open it and having put in the house. And for when the guests were, because we were hosting Christmas, they have the nice bigger TV instead of the old one. And it was those old square TV, and now we're moving to a flat screen TV. So it was a big revolution in the house. And I was like, how rude. I was very pissed because of the overshow and wanted to do everything to impress. And I was like, what about me? Because on Christmas time, everybody's going to open a gift, and people's going to assume that I didn't get anything from anyone. And if you want to open it, you could at least wait it for me to open it so I can see people reaction and stuff like that. And he realized that my dad realized that he really messed up, and so he helped me wrap it and open it and switch it to the TV when the guest was there. And I'm like, this is like very cruel, because if I didn't insist it, I will look like the girl who didn't bought anything. And this when I started thinking, oh my gosh, Christmas is starting to get less family time getting together and more into madness, crazy parents, what thing I bought, what thing I didn't bought. So this is where the commercial and overthinking start to take over, and I think, that's not good. So that was a first warning sign. But I do have a great time. And this was a couple years ago. My parents, like, we're not a big fan of having a real tree. They were like using what we have and having decoration. And when we were in France, we used to have real tree. And I wanted to share that experience with my little brother. I'm like, I don't want him to miss that, because my mom, she hates it. It's annoying. She have to clean all the time. And she said it was too much money. And I say, no. And I say, let me go all over the board. I went for my little brother. We pick up the tree together. We bought all the decoration at once, because we didn't really have, plenty. So I bought everything to have a really nice tree, and he picked up everything, and I didn't look how much it's gonna cost. So we actually had a great time. So this is stage, and we're not really fighting, and I just love that picture. My mom didn't really want to take this picture. She's like my dad, they like to have, family perfect pictures, not like out of the original, but we truly insisted, and this is why I picked this picture. So this is me being really happy because I'm having a lot of this gift. I'm very excited because we're with the family and everyone, and I'm just having a good time. And this is me and my cousin. Let's just say cousin, because is like extended family, and it's easier to short to short it out. And I remember this Christmas because um, this is my mom's tree. She bought one that she can reuse every year and no cleaning, pretty much. But she kept my Christmas decoration. I was in France at that time, and I was not, hurry to go back to US. I was quitting school, like taking a break from school for an no period of time. And so my parents were legally married, but not in front of God. And they decided to have the wedding around Christmas time. I think the wedding was on the 24th or the 26th, something like that. And so this was my dress that I have for my parents' wedding, because I was the main witness. I was very proud because it was me and my little brother were there to witness a parents' wedding, and like they were being married for 27 years before they went in front of God. So we mixed it things together. And my mom was also a way for sure to have me for Christmas and see a lot of her family member all at once for Christmas. So it was a double thing. So this is me with a dress all around Christmas, and I felt not so great about this Christmas because it felt like a trap to be there because I was supposed to come back for school in January and I felt like I had to go back earlier. And the wedding was a way for me to come back even earlier than I was supposed to because I was having a great time in Paris. I come just a few days before the wedding, and I put this dress because everybody was stressing. It's like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have a dress. I give my mom direction. She go to the store and I tell her about they did my team because I wanted to have those kind of color team. And if you know the Princess Sarah from Disney movie, I wanted to have this kind of color because it go very well with my skin. But she go full in that color for the wedding team. And my mom picked up my dress. And when I got there, she's like, Joanna, you got here so late. It's gonna be very tight for the adjustment of the dress. I go to the store, the dress was there. She tried it on me and she was amazed. She was like, the dress is for you. I don't need to touch anything. It's just perfect. It's good to go. Everybody was shocked. I was even shocked myself. And also, I had a great times and I was doing a lot of those birthday, Christmas, and New Year's with my friends that because they become part of my family. And to me, friends are the family member that you pick. So I wanted to show you some of the pictures. And if you're a part of the vlogmas, you are going to see Lola. That's Lola. She's on the group. So we've been knowing for a very long time since we went to school, pretty much. And I love this picture because it was my graduation time. And who doesn't like graduation? To me, the graduation was supposed to be my freedom because I ideally wanted to go back to France so bad that I was saving money every time to go back home at every holiday, so twice a week, because to me, home was Paris. So to me, it was really freedom time. But I having a lot of struggle because in 2012 was the that was my deadline. I was in the school since 2006. Yeah. And I was supposed to graduate, 4 years later and be cool with it and stuff like that. And what happened is that after spending 2 years, I went to another school and to catch up the classes I didn't take because I was like a second year student taking third and fourth year classes at all psychology because I loved it, but I was behind in English classes and stuff like that. And I started having a lot of struggle with school because the only thing that kept me going to class was psychology. And I had a lot of deception in my in the friendship that I made. And it's very hard when you're in international school that sometimes people only stay for 6 months, a year, 2 years. Some stay longer and they all move around. So friendship is very difficult because we tie very special bonds. International kids tend to have a stronger bond with people that they met from their own country, outside their country, that we will in a regular basis because we got each other. And even though on my picture looked like I'm having a great time, I was having problem being up and down all the time and start to be depressed and disappointed work wise as well because I I went to school and I had only 1 year left or less to graduate. And when I moved to that school, they told me that in order for me to have a degree, I need to spend 2 years. I was like, what's going on? And I was really pissed because I was moving from this private school that is great, that I know everyone, to this huge school that was just a number. And that's where I started to exclude myself and don't want to do anything. Don't want to do a birthday, don't want to do things, don't want to get acquainted, don't want to be friends with anyone. Just do my things and get out. But I still make some friends because it's the psych word. We kind of get close and got to each other. But I even in the friendship that I made in that second school, actually it was my third school because I went to a state school between the two to catch up on the classes. I I was not happy. I was not happy there with the friendship that I made because uh, some people were just using me and taking advantage of my languages, attributes, and help with the classwork. So when I went to that school, I just wanted to stay 1 year, and then they told me to stay that I have to stay 2 years. Sorry, I was like dumb, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to stay in that school anymore. I did 1 semester and I left. I went to France and I'm like, I need a break because I was not ready to spend 2 years there. And I was supposed to do a summer school, and I'm like, no way. So what happened? It was in 2011, and I only got back in 2000. It was in 2010, sorry, and I only got back in 2011 in January, and I just missed 1 semester at the end of it. But it could have been way more. What happened is that during the rest of the time, I decided to take the summer off again because I really need that break. And after I come back, it was like hell to me. I did the equivalent of 2 years in 1 year in order to graduate on time in December. I was really committed to it. I overworked myself so hard that I took semester, two, two semester in the summer. So it was like literally very hard because in order to go to Calcus 3, I have to take Calcus 1, Calcus 2. And what happened when I was in university, I was a science major oriented, more less a liberal, and then I switched. So I was doing psychology and business. And what happened is that I uh, needed to have my psychology classes to get on going, but I also need to have grade my class. So I was taking higher classes in purpose so I don't get bored because I couldn't take college algebra like 135 was the next number was way too easy for me. It was the beginning of the courses for real. And when I was in France, I was really good in maths and I was taking like higher math class as well. So it kept on going. So it was the struggle was here, was very real, and I put myself more into that struggle. But I managed. I have a D in something on my degree. I did meaning that I did really great on that summer, and I was very proud. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna have my my degree. And in December of 2012, I spent Christmas there, and I say, you're not gonna see me for years. I told myself it's the last year that I'm gonna be in America. So in 2013, I need to be there. So I left on the 30th or the 31st of December to go back to France. And I almost never got back to the US, almost never. So I, having a lot of this struggle and the way to deal with, I found travel to help me out. So I started to do my birthday as an excuse to travel. This one was to Puerto Rico, and it was a gift from my friends. They paid for my tickets. So I was very happy, and this is how I keep on going because I'm like I don't want to organize anything anymore because I used to organize a lot of birthday for others and spending a lot of money. and I just wanted to just do me and take care of me, pretty much. And I started traveling more and more and loving discovering new cities. And this is where I got my smile back, my boost. So the picture before was Italy, now it's Puerto Rico, it's Key West, sorry. And I really enjoy my time. This was in England, so it was in December, or no, it was in November. So they're getting ready for Christmas time. So I was very excited about having both trip. But I remember that time in England was not all good. But that will be another video because a lot of drama happened there. So this is me in England again, traveling with my friends. And while traveling, I also make friends in the plane. So she was sitting close by me, and we get along with other friends. And then we decide to keep in touch, and we saw each other in Paris. And this is her and a friend again. I don't talk to her as much again. I talk more to her friend that become a close friend of mine. This is how things go when traveling. So even if you travel alone, you can make friends. And she was kind of like me. She was studying in Canada and I was studying in the US, and she was living near my home. So this is the birthday time because I talked to you why I don't celebrate Christmas, but it's also I don't celebrate my birthday. And this is the time when I was in the US, and when I meet friends, sometimes I think about that time, that bubble that I was that I didn't know and was aware of it. And so this was a surprise birthday, and since we have some birthday coming about the same times, Mike is my best friend actually also, and he's born like 5 days after me. So it's very cool. So I'm seeing a lot about the birthday times, and one of my friends in the group, we have the same date for the birthday. So we end up always doing a birthday together with lots of people, and it was always great to do so. So a lot of surprise gift and funny one, and this is Jojo in the back. Sometime he pop up in my life. Thanks to him for popping. And the birthday time that I had a great time also when I was a kid. I used to have those huge birthday party, and every birthday we just invite the entire class, so no one felt alone. And this is like the birthday of one of my friends, and it was really, she's all the way in the back. It was really really great to have was its birthday. And I really love my next picture. Really love it. So, the picture that you just saw earlier is the same people. So, it's great to have maintained that friendship for those many years because we met each other when we were 3 years old. We were in the same private school. I went to the same school from I was 3 years old till I was 17, pretty much. So this is like my long time friends, and I still keep in touch with them. Not every day, of course, but in a regular basis. So I didn't have that bad childhood, but technically, I had some great friends in my life. So this is usually not the road to stop doing anything social after a while. But I'm gonna keep on going with my with my personal life, so you get to know me a little bit more and why I decided to stop having birthday and Christmas. So it's a little thing that counts is really important to me because she used to be my boss and now we're friends. So I had a great coworker as well. I do a lot of things with them. This is my friends. We had a great time. I was very happy. This is my best friend Mike that I mentioned earlier, and he's a little monster. We were living together, and we're moving, and what happened is that he found some whole shaving creams in the storage and in the cabinet, sorry, and he took it and he actually make it explode and was having fight with it. And since that time, every time we meet, this like the two go to have we love having those fights you can see together. And this is him being hopeful with me, but it's okay. I took it. I also have some friends that I met in the US that are coming to visit in Paris that I saw and adore. And this is Renee. She's like a little astronaut. I'm very proud of her. Cool girl. She's really up there, but I'm very proud. We were very supporting each other, and we tend to forget the importance that the year after high school, the undergrad times and master times, when trying to get a master are very important. I also, if you know Lola, that's her. I, travel to see what my friends are doing because my friends are a lot of other places, and sometimes when I want to know where they are, is like, which country are you? Are you for work? Are you for personal things? And time to take off. So it's really important to always support your friends when they're reaching their goals in their life. And this is part of the French team, so it's like a lot of French there and the French of the front. This is part of the team. And when we're having dinner together, you can tell that's a lot of people, and I adore it. And we always have great times, and we stick to each other. So it's like full international, and that's why I'm very happy to have been to Florida Tech. Is a private school, and it's a very awesome school to meet people. Indeed. And those people are from FIT as well. And you can see when I was little, I was very cute. Yes, I can say I was cute. I was nice. And I turned to be a mafia ladies with my girls. So this like different continent, this like south of Brazil right now. She's south of America and Brazil right now. I think I don't know where she is right now because she's been moving around a lot. I don't even know which country she is, but she's from Africa, and Africa is not a country. So this is me and my friend Julia from Germany. So yeah, we're having a good time always. And also, I remember that I was going to people's weddings and also like pre-birth party, baby shower things, stuff like that. And it's part of my friends, and this is Kemi over all the way into the right, and we call him Roger, and we were born on the same day. And this is like what I'm thinking when I have some down moments. This is the kind of image that I have in my head. And my time when I was working with the radios, since I was 16, I put my feet there, and supporting my friends when they graduate on time, they get those master, PhD, and that's what make me so proud. And voila, pretty much. And so when you think about it, I did have some good memories about, Christmas, birthday, and everything. But why I don't do those things anymore is because of deception. I did so many things for my friends, and I'm not saying I do things and get the things back, but they call me for the warming party. They call me, for example, to have the gift for the farewell. I organize when I'm leaving myself the company. I usually don't have farewells going on for me. But anyway, I didn't mind. I was doing the coordination for so many things, like for anything we want to do, we want to go out, like, oh, let's book a restaurant. Joanna has to do it because she's great at it. She know which places to go for food, affordable, nice, and that will make everyone happy because she's the best at it. But after a while, I feel like having friends was like an extension of my job. Like, it's not because I'm an executive assistant, I know how to book and organize things, but I have to do it on my personal life. And I realize sometimes they organize things and they don't bring me in. And I was like, okay. And I was there for the coordination to bring the money. And when I have my own warming things, my birthday, people don't show up. They cancel a few hours or on the spot. They don't even tell me they're not showing up. And I was tired of organizing my birthday, calling the restaurant. So we're going to be 20, 15, 10. So we're going to 25. And it keep on changing. And me, since it's my name, I'm getting a bad reputation on restaurant because of all of his madness. So this is why I'm like, I'm gonna stop doing birthday, and even if I do it at home, it's a lot of money is gonna be spent. And instead of putting the money to organize a birthday when not everybody is gonna show up, and I'm gonna have to do most of the expense because a lot of people will come empty-handed to my things when I always bring something, and in they might not realize it, but I have to realize it when I took my calculator and start counting. I'm like, girl, do the math. This is how much you spend to welcome people. This is how much people bring, and it didn't add up. And you spend a lot of time cleaning before, after. You're not really enjoying the party because you have to make sure everybody is happy, have what they need. Because I have people that cannot eat pork. I have people that have different allergy, and I'm very cautious about making sure everyone has something to eat that they can have and tolerate. Because I have all kind of religious friends. So what happened? I was like, this is too much. This is like extra work. So I stopped doing it. I do had people like doing a surprise party in France once, but that thing that was set. And when you have a lot of no show and you organize a lot of things, I organize a surprise birthday party for others. I do the coordination. I overthink, like for example, I use the linking to get in touch with the friend of my friend so she can give me the boyfriend number of my friend so we can co-organize everything. And like, I was a busy working woman because I was very career oriented, but I was the one doing a birthday party, and I didn't wish her a birthday party. It was very hilarious, and she was complaining. I was like, oh, Joanna, she's all over the social network. She haven't tell me happy birthday, nothing. That's not normal. I'm so mad at her. How come she forgot about my birthday? Girl, I've been prepping your birthday. And she was very surprised to see me, and even more surprised to see that I was the one organizing, and I took some time off work just for her. I I don't mind doing those things for my friends. I remember, like, I love traveling, and every time I have friends and want to travel, we get the money together and make sure they have a nice envelope so they can book something they want. No one ever think about it. That for me, when my name is just travel, like every time they ask me where I was, always on weekends and stuff like that. I did have like a package, like a special box when you can book something to travel from some of my girlfriends. But that was once, and that was really lovely, and I almost tear because finally somebody kind of pay attention to my need. And I'm like, how much did I spend for my birthday? And this is what I got. I mean, maybe it's very being materialistic about it, but I was like, that's not worth it. So instead of being disappointed and hoping to get something from other people that I truly want, and I'm spending money to create that events, I'm just doing me. I'm just buying myself my own Christmas gift. I already bought my Christmas gift actually. It was some jersey sport shirt. and my a trip because I'm gonna be going on a trip in south of France for the end of the year. So I got myself covered. Even with the COVID times, I managed to go out and have fun traveling. And also, I'm very excited because right now my birthday are less stressful. I don't care about who's gonna show up or not. I do sometimes once in a while celebrate my birthday, but very small people are invited. Even if the small amount of people that are invited, I have some no show, and I tried a couple years and ago, and I was like, you see, been telling you guys, I don't like it, and no more. And people were insisted and helping me coordinate that event. And I see, you see, birthday is not for me. So this year it couldn't happen because I was in a confinement. And even I was in the confinement, I was having a friends over, and she was with me. She didn't. I was. She was. She stayed from March till May to my home. Feed her everything. Didn't ask her for any money, so she stayed at my home for free, and she did nothing special for my birthday. So even when you have a friend at home on your birthday, I just bake myself a cake, and that was it. No candle, no nothing. But that's the way it is. So I travel and I make friends, and this is how it works for me. Maybe one day I will go back and do things. If I have a family and children, I will definitely go back to do Christmas. But right now, I'm by myself. I'm alone. I'm not with my family member, and I don't feel like seeing my family members and bought a gift for every single one of them when that money could be used for travel. Right now, I'm thinking about traveling too much, maybe, but this is a travel channel as well, and I'm like, should I do this to please over to uh, appear generous and kind and loving to people and give a lot of gift? Or should I treat myself better and do what I love and save money for traveling? Because you have to understand that I don't talk too much about my personal life on social media, but I have to for this one. And when you always live alone, like I moved out very early from my parents' house when I was 17, but I was staying at a family member. But then I moved out when I was 19, and since by the time I always had my home, I was paying my own bill, and I did live with a roommate a couple of times, but mostly I live alone. Sorry. So think about the money I could have saved if I stayed with my parents or had a boyfriend and stuff like that. So I've been judged a lot about my money by people who always have a boyfriend, which was not my case. I'm not good in the relationship part. Um, they share, like, it's this is for all single ladies. Um, they share the cost of living when we don't. When they travel, they share the cost as well. And usually, if you're a lady and you have a man who had a good life, he usually make more money than you and pay more. This is what could happen. But but since I don't have that luxury, I'm like, this is only me. So when I say I can't, it's not because I don't know how to save money and use my money, but I have to pay everything as a two person. And if those friends who are in a relationship and have children have to take care of themselves, to take care of them by themselves, if you won't be able to do it just like you do, because we're a strong, independent women, and being a strong, independent woman is not easy at all. Trust me. The cost of living, like the living, just the place to stay there, took more than half of my salary. But it's okay. I manage, and I'm very proud to be self-independent, not having to live with someone and they have to wait before or some time to leave him so I have enough money to find a new place. I don't have to worry about that ever again. I told you before, I'm very career oriented, and I'm like try to save a lot of money, but at the end it was worth it because I own my own home. I'm a homeowner, and this is something that I'm very, very proud of because I bought my home by myself. It's not a big home. It's sufficient for one person and a cat. I could have someone living with me. It could be a two-person living home, but not for kids. Kids kind of need more space. But at least I'm a homeowner and I'm very proud of it. So that was a very long recording. I knew it because I have a lot of things to cover, and to kind of put it in a tiny box, the reason I don't celebrate Christmas and birthday is because I'm tired of having to live by expectation of over, and I should not live by expectation of over, sorry. So I just do me and treat myself and use my money for myself, and to travel instead of organizing and stressing myself about something that is tend to be so commercial that we forget the true meanings and value of it, that spending great times together and sharing memories is not that anymore. And if you just go to Instagram and look at pictures, say who the best place, the best meal, the best outfit, the best things, it's all staged, it's all show. It's like Valentine's Day. Like I say in the live today, on vlogmas, is that I don't need one day for someone to tell me I loved you. I want someone to tell me I love you every day. I don't need any special day. I don't need a woman's day. It's every day. It's woman's day. Every day is Mother Day. It's every day. It's Children's Day. Every day is Health Day. So don't make that day special. So I guess I have to wrap everything, and I hope you get my point of view and why it's very important for me to take care of myself and not to please others. This is, I think this is how I'm gonna end. I don't have a very famous quote, but I know that I'm gonna see you tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be a totally different topic. And I'm going to talk to you tomorrow about why I travel alone and not with my friend most of the time. Thank you. Bye.